Alrighty folks, welcome in, welcome in. We're back on Ranch Simulator. Okay, so trees are grown from it. We still need to get some metal. Let's see, and some more wood. 16, so it'd be what, 32, 64. $175 and 50. $30. Yeah, I think we'll hold on to those. Really want to get some pigs going. I don't know how we're going to do that yet. Anything in the... No. Not sure. One. No one's just out. Okay, it looks like we're going to go do some hunting and try and make some money. First place I'm going to check is over here at the old village, the old town, whatever you want to call it. Brakes. Already with no brakes. And why does the engine always sound like it's over revving? What we got? Won't be long before we actually need to rest. I don't have a thing with me. What I'm gonna do is jump out and reload. Keep an eye out. Yeah, I see you. How did I miss the first one? I swear it was right on him. Well, maybe not. I need a health bar though, because now I don't know how well I'm doing. Anything else? So far, I haven't seen anything else. There's got to be more than just that one. Not going in the hole. Go into a hole just to go into another hole. You know what? That is enough to take some. Because we could really use the money right now. Can left here, so start with this one. I don't want to shut off the machine. Like that'll fill it. In fact, I don't know how much we have in the truck. I don't know. Sorry about that. Okay, so how many times did it just shift? I thought I had a sleeping bag here. I guess not. Sorry, I just had to sneak. And I just had another sneeze. There, now we can come in here and we can sell off our oil. That will sell the meat too. Yeah, 27.33, huh? Not bad. While we're here, we'll pick up. Ain't gonna be enough to get it all. Hmm. Need 275. I can get 150 for one of them. We'll do this. What does that leave us? 183. I did not want that. Tailgate. We still have another 100. We might actually have enough to get. Sitting here thinking, you know, we might actually have it. I still have the other 100 in oil. We got to pick up still. Why not? Okay, that's done. Now we need to go pick up the other oil. I think, yeah, we only have one oil. And as soon as this thing wants to turn, this is another oil spot. It's just not active at the moment. Anytime you see something that looks like that, that's usually an oil area that just ain't active. Okay. This should give us enough. The turning radius on this truck is like turning a tank. Oh, well, can't even say that. Tank turned sharper. This thing sucks when it turns. No, I'm not selling the cooler. But, oh crap, I did it again, didn't I? How much more do we need of this? Because I still got the 30. I'm going to need at least one more, I think. If not, just have it on hand. No. Yeah, it may not be enough yet. Actually, yes it is, because now, with the little bit we have over here, we should be alright. I don't know, every time I start doing a video or a stream, my throat just wants to act up. We need a small building of some kind so we can get in and out of this storm. Because see, even sleeping, don't do anything for it. And I really hate these storms because when the storms happen, there's nothing you can do. We'll go ahead and get this at least set up. I need some more fuel. Really wish they'd fix that. Okay, I do believe it's going away. We done? And you don't have to keep these stumps because they do not grow back. I'm going to remove that for the moment so I don't accidentally do something stupid. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a limit to how many trees you can plant. I found that out on my private one last night. Personally, I think that's about foolish. Shouldn't be a limit. And it does come up as plantable trees, not just trees, period. Map. So I'm assuming that means it only affects, you can't go out and cut down planted trees or natural grown trees like the ones off in the distance. Make more room for the ones over here. Although I haven't tested that theory out yet. That is something testing. Might do that in a little bit. Might just test that out in a little bit. And if it does, actually, I might do a video on it. Although granted, by tomorrow, there's probably going to be about 10 videos already done on it. Because one hears something like that, and they instantly want to go do it themselves. Have at it. Have fun. And enjoy. Go ahead and getting these stacked up and out of the way so that way they're not going to get caught up on tree limbs, tree branches, on logs, I should say. I've been talking all day today and no problems. So as soon as I start to stream, I said, it's like, oh, well, now you got phlegm in the back of your throat. Oh, now you got, you're trying to talk? No, we're going to gargle you now. You can't talk clearly. I don't know what's going on with that. like you drank too much milk. Caused phlegm to build up. I don't know what really to do with all the tree saplings that I get. Personal map. I've been told, now I have not tested this, I've been told that you can put one here. Might put one through there just to see. Guess you get one log. Would you go on the pile? Yeah, I think we might just do that. We'll throw one on the sawmill just to find out if that's actually true. If it is, then at least then there's something that can be done with it. Because right now, as it stands, I have no idea. No knowledge as to what can be done. I think this is the last one here. Let's find out. Sorry. Okay, I guess you can. And no, it gives you 2 planks. That's an interesting thing to find out. Really should buy a second sawmill when we have the money. But at 750 bucks, that's a little out of our price range at the moment. We will just have to deal with a little bit of a wait, which kind of sucks. Boring. Boring for me, I know it's got to be boring for y'all. Now see, on my private map, I've got this whole entire side filled with trees. I've got some right in that corner, and then I've got a lot more in the back. And that's where I ran out of trees. So I can't even fill up both these areas like I wanted to. I'm probably going to take some that are over here, transfer over there, and just make them more sparse looking. Spread them out more. I want to keep them tight and nice and neat and clean looking, but can't do that. There's not enough of them. One more. Okay, so how's everybody else been finding the game so far? And do you play the game? I think the new DLC has upped the game's ability a lot. I have a save on the main map as well, and I like them both, don't get me wrong, but I like the struggle that I get from this version, this map here. I don't have the trees, I don't have half the stuff, the animals don't come walking across the meadows and fields like they do in the other one. So I have to actually go out and hunt, and I have to really try hard to find things or to do things on this one. More than I do on the other one. And that's what I like about it. Again, I will re-say this once again for those who don't know. If you leave the jerry can in like this, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot pick up. They won't even give you the option to pick it up. Sawmill. It locks it down. I know it's a bit of a hack, but if you're like me and you accidentally hit the button too many times sometimes and end up hitting the sawmill, it gets annoying. Constantly hitting it, picking it up. Right there it's running, I need to turn it off. Another game I like playing is Sea Skylines 1 and 2. I must have miscounted. I thought that was 8, but it wasn't. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just a few on the outside. Not many. We will get there eventually. Need to get this mowed. Yeah, normally I would be putting the saplings up, but I'm going to do a couple of these right here first. Maybe not the best place to put the wood. And I do agree with another streamer that said that we need a trailer, like the log one, but does the planks instead. You are kidding me, right? And I am sorry to those wondering where I've been. I've been very, very busy trying to deal with family issues, taking care of family matters. And that will happen to me periodically. I help take care of my mother, and I help take care of my aunt, who lives next door to one another. And my aunt, she has recently found out she has some issues, and well, it's not the greatest, let's put it that way. She has OCP, COPD, that's it, COPD, and it's affecting her big time. And eventually that will end up being the end of her. It's not going to be overnight, don't get me wrong, but it is making it hard for her to do things for herself. Not impossible, hard. And I try to help make it a little easier. I'm not doing everything for her, don't get me wrong. I don't want her getting into that mentality that she, wants everybody else to do everything. So we go over and We will take her laundry to the laundromat and pick it up for her and stuff like that. But as far as like cleaning the house, we're there to help her and guide her, but we're not there to do it for her. If that makes sense. And she is also in that state of mind that she doesn't want us doing it for her either. She doesn't want to give up yet, if you know what I mean. She's still doing a lot of stuff for herself. There are some things that she does need help with, and that's the things we help her with. Like, I don't expect her to make her bed. Not gonna happen. We'll make her bed for her. As far as like, I mean, it's like replacing the sheet on the bed. We take care of that for her. But as far as like doing a small load of dishes, he doesn't. She won't let anybody else do them. She'll be the first one to tell you to leave them there, and I will get to them. And if you try and do them, he is old school. She'll let you know it. There's a lot of saplings. Not as many as I had on mine last night. Oh, I'll tell you what, I had 2 stacks of them. I finally couldn't put any more on top of each other. It was that high. All these saplings picked up, and then we'll cut the rest of this wood, and then we'll finish getting the pig pen ready, and then we should be able to go and get some pigs. We have silo, we have the water. We'll try to finish putting in the food troughs. As soon as we finish off the food trough on both the sides, ready to go. Really? Into the way. I drop it, but it rolls right back, right into the way. Okay, the precision that you have to be is a bit much. A little too tight. Back. Third stack now, finally. We've almost got them all done. But I've noticed another thing, and that is that anyone that's of an older generation will understand what I'm talking about and know what I'm talking about emotionally wise, I guess. I don't know how you put it. Anyway, nostalgic, that's it. Nostalgic wise. I grew up in an era where going to the movies meant going to the drive-in. Which also meant if you were small enough, you ducked down in the back seat. So that way they didn't know you were there. Anyway, of course, when you got older and it was you and your friends when you were teenagers, well, you played how many people can fit in the trunk. So whoever had the vehicle with the biggest trunk, that was the vehicle we took to the drive-in. Usually we could fit, in Monte Carlo, we could fit about 8 people in the back, depending on what size they were. Yeah. I mean, granted, if you had a Capri station wagon like I did, well, I had the old Capri station wagon, the estate station wagon, which meant it was nice and luxury on the inside and it drove like a Cadillac, but you could see every bit of it. There was no hiding anybody. But even still, that was sometimes the vehicle we would take, just simply because how big it was and how much room there was. And a couple of my friends would like to lay on the roof. I wouldn't let them sit up, but they could lay down on it. That wasn't not a problem. I wasn't about to have my roof caved in. The car was actually in nice shape for being as old as it was. And we got told about sitting up on top. We're blocking the view of the cars behind us. Okay, so if we lay down, well, that'll be okay. Of course, this back then, you had the speakers that you had to hang on the doors. So you had to take a wash rag with you, so that way you could lay the washcloth down and then put the speaker on, so it didn't tear up your paint job. And if you went during the winter time, the speaker hung on your door, so you had to have your window down. A few people tried hanging the speaker on the window. Yeah, they found out that wasn't such a good idea. um, because the sound of the movie music or bass from movie would rattle it, and then it would shatter the window. Yeah, that was always fun. So I learned to take beach towel. Yeah, beach towel, and I would take and open the door, open the window, put the speaker in the door, take the beach towel and drape it over the door jamb, and then shut the door. Because you don't have to see out your side. You only have to see out your front so you can see the movie. So that's what I did to make it warm in there. Or keep it warm. Oh, it's empty again? Yeah, y'all got to fix that, devs. I mean, this is ridiculous. Way too much. But, yeah, so. Humbug. It was a lot of fun going to the movie. I went a lot with my parents back when I was a little kid. I remember standing in the concession line, waiting to be, I guess, helped. Anyway, so and I was real young, real young. Must have been 4 or 5 years old. I don't know how I remembered this, but I did. But I remembered standing there. I was looking around. I remember the way the room looked and everything. The first time I took my wife there, which I hadn't been there in years. Matter of fact, it had closed down for several years. And I hadn't been back for a little while. Anyway, point being, she was inside the concession area, and I went in to see if I could help her with anything. And where she happened to be standing, where me and my mother stood, last time I'd went in there with my mother, before my mother passed away. And I didn't realize it until I went and stood next to her, and just where I happened to be standing was in the exact same spot I stood as my mother was standing, she was standing. And I happened to look around, and that's when it hit me. It looked identical. They hadn't changed a single thing. And I was like 4 or 5, which means this is like 84, 85 when this happened. But yeah, it'd been quite some time. I think we got a big enough pile to start stacking. Don't ask me how I got a memory from all those years ago come back. I had no idea. I don't even remember what I did yesterday. But I remembered that. And it was like, wow. It really was kind of eerie to remember something like that. What I need is that little UTV. Have enough. Oh, actually, I know we don't have enough. So does anybody else out there in YouTube land have similar experience? I've been somewhere, done something with a family member, and haven't thought about it in so many years, and just have it all of a sudden come back. So now we just got a few more to go, and we'll be all set for the wood. Eventually we gotta replant all of them. Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. In about an hour, actually it's not even an hour from now, I'm gonna have to go because I've got some dinner plans tonight that I've got to go do. Hopefully everybody's having a good night, or a good day I should say, night wherever. Yeah, and empty already. Seems like one time you'll go a pretty decent amount of time. Next time you'll go like just a few trees and you're already empty. Like, make up your mind. Not very consistent. Sleep and then we'll worry about the boards. Well, when you press the button and it decides, oh, you pressed the button, here, let me turn the rig real quick, instead of actually putting it down. Got what, 3 more trips to make? And the 2 of those will be done, and then another 4 after that, so 7 trips total. That's food. $21 out of 21. You know, in real life, I'd be scratching the heck out of that truck and denting it and everything else. Okay. I said, I'm not sure if I like that. 10 out of 21, but this one, why is that not? That's full. That's not. That's full. What the flip? Now it's full. Okay, well. And 21. And 21. And 21. I don't know. But anyway, we have that whole area set up for pigs or cows or goats. Depends on what you want to put in it. Now, the only thing I haven't done yet is build the little room in the back. Area for the animals to get out of the weather. Pigs really don't require them. In fact, none of the animals in this game really require one. But I do build them just because I think it's nice. Of course it is. Really need a snapping tool of some kind. It's not annoying. Close enough. Okay. Now we just need to start bringing in the wood. And this is, like I said, just like a little get out of the weather type thing. Nothing fancy or spectacular. Oh, good thing that's the about that. That's another thing. When you drop one of those boards and it's under the blueprint, it makes you tear out the blueprint in order to get to the boards, which is kind of foolish. It'd be nice if they'd make it where you can pick up the board without having to break the blueprint. Or how about this? Give us an ability to make a blueprint like this one here, save said blueprint, and that way we can just copy and paste instead of having to remember how we did it and do it all over again. Okay, there you go. I say mouse, it's actually my keyboard and thumb doing. coming along. That's going to be their makeshift barn. So, a way to get out of the... Although technically it doesn't have actual walls. It has half walls, which is decent. Now, see, what I wish they would do, I don't know about anybody else, but there you go. I wish they would do railings. They got half walls. They got fence. You'd think maybe do some kind of like railing. Granted, I do kind of use fences as a wannabe railing, but just not quite right. Alright. Just gotta get the roof done now and then we'll be all set. Like the front of that right there, I could technically use a gate. Make it look like kind of like a barn door by using the gate. Or I could actually use one of those doors meant for that opening right there. But I don't want to. I want it to be open. I want the animals to be able to come in here freely and come and go as they want. And in my personal map, my private map, now that one, I've done the same building, same paddock and everything. The animals have actually gone inside of it, laid down and slept. So it's like pretty cool. Go. Technically, I could. Don't really necessarily need this. I have seen cows and goats go in it. So if cows and goats go in it, I'm pretty sure the pigs would go in with no problem. But we'll put it there just for the aesthetics of it. Here you go. Now we just need to go get 2 pigs, throw in here, and hope like heck they can find each other once in a while to make a few hearts fly. I could put a light up in here. But also, for a little extra look, come over here like so, lying just in front of it. This way. As soon as it turns green, flap it down, build it in, and gives you a little bit of texture. And yes, I have it to where the board's flanks are towards. That way the X is on the outside. Also, flip it around. Make it to where the board's on the outside. And do that on all of them. It gives it a little bit of look as well. Or you can actually take out the half wall from behind it and insert those. In fact, I'll show you what I mean. I don't need a very big one. Ah! Sure, y'all caught what I did. Got to do that. Oh, hitting the wrong button. Okay. Now I can come over here, grab a fence. That's what I want. I can play. I'm gonna flip. Just right where it turns green. Up, down. Only go so far. Looking in there. Oh, love it when it does that. Getting it to line up sometimes can be a pain in the neck. Sometimes it actually will click into it. I don't know why it's not wanting to click into it this time. I don't know why it's not. Anyway, you get the point. If you play with it long enough, you can get it to go in there. I just ain't gonna play with it long. Ain't doing it. Takes way too long to get it to do it. Seems like right now. Alright, so let's move this trailer out of the way. I do as with. Why does that look like? Are you flipping kidding me? Really ridiculous. Can't even see what you're doing. This is ridiculous. And that's no help whatsoever. Oops, I missed the turn. Good thing there ain't nobody living there on that end. Hey. Ridiculous. Come onto the bridge and start wiping out. And jump off the bridge as well. Let's top off the truck. Boing. What am I getting? Pigs? And this is ridiculous too, having to take everything off the truck to put the pigs on. And including the stuff on the roof, which makes no sense because you're not putting a pig up there. Okay. I don't know how much they just left us. I'm pretty sure not much. I didn't even bother to look. I'm guessing a little over 200, maybe just under 3. These cows are getting shook up. Pork chop and bacon. Should have bought some name tags. That way we could tell which ones are which. I love how I'm turning straight to the left and it's barely turned. Finally waits until you're at 30 miles an hour to finally turn. But annoying. Now let's hope like hell they don't just bloop, done, disappeared. Alright, pork chop and bacon are in their homes. Or in their home, I should say. I have a Peanut. You don't have to come here. Peanut is my dog. Her actual name is Penny. She's a big old baby. Had her since 4 months old, and now she is 12, 13. Big old baby. And yeah, she still acts like she's about to. So the only thing left to do for today is plant some saplings. I think I'll do that off camera because that gets be a bit tedious, and not sure how I'm going to do it right now. I might actually go ahead and build a sawmill right here in the center. Now mine, the personal map, I put it over there on that side, but I ran out of trees. I might put it over here, put excess trees over there. Anyway, but yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it because we got everything done that we need to get done. We built the troughs and got the pigs. We even built a lean-to, which eventually we will paint. It'll be red, white, and black roof with gray floor. Red. The outside will be red, black, white pillars, white roof on the inside, red on sides, and the ground to be like a concrete color, grayish color. Underneath, a very dark brown wood color. Anyway, see how this goes over the next few days. There is an issue going on, and yes, people do know about it. Matter of fact, the manufacturer doesn't. Devs know about it. It's on the forums, or in the forums, I should say, that they do know about animals dying. They don't know what's exactly causing that, but you'll go away for a little bit, come back, and your animals will be gone. They'll be dead. Every last one of them. Or at least a good amount. And it's like, okay, and it's not just the older ones, it's all of them, all ages. You'll come back and you'll find piglets dead, you'll find adults dead, you'll find middle-aged dead. And it's like, how and why are they dying? I at first thought, okay, it's a food issue. Hence the reason why I designed the pen that I did right here, where it's got food and 4 different spots. Thinking, okay, maybe they can't get to one, maybe it's being blocked, I'll put 4 in. That's not the issue. Someone has suggested that it's an issue with where if you leave the farm for too long, that they die because of neglect. Well, neglect would consist of you not feeding them. But when you come back and they're dead and their trough is full, that's not neglect. It's also neglect would be that you're not giving them the adequate space that they need, nor shelter. You have all that requirement met and bypassed. Therefore, it's not that. Neglect is not an issue. They don't even take neglect into the game at all. They don't even have that programmed in. So you can go away and stay gone all day long. It's not going to affect the animals. They don't have that as a mechanic in the game. They don't know what's causing it. And they have said it themselves. They have no idea what's causing it. If it was neglect, they would say, hey, are you leaving your area and staying gone all day long? You have a cistern, okay, you have silo and the water, taken care of, and you've made sure it was full before you leave your area. When you come back, your livestock should not be dead. It should be thriving, doing fine, full and good to go on that surface, on that criteria. As for what's actually going on, they don't know. I haven't been able to figure it out either. I've been trying to figure out, do I have too many animals? No. Because it happened when I only had like 3 of each. So you only have 3 chickens, 3 cows, 3 pigs, 3 goats, then that's not too many animals. So it's a matter of figuring it out, but how do you figure something out that doesn't want to be figured out? Right away, anyway. So I don't know. Maybe the food troughs are designed too high. They're not getting adequate food, but yet there's food in them, so that's why it doesn't come across as being that. I don't know. I mean, I have followed my animals around. I had one die because it refused to eat. I had a full trough. It walked right by it. Went over next to the fence and died. It was on its last little sliver of hunger or food. And it went over, walked right past the trough, went next to the fence, stood there. The food bar went to 0, and in a blink of an eye, it just died. I'm like, are you for real? So no, I do not know what's going on. I don't know why it refused to eat from the trough. There's speculation that if you, by some chance, let the silo go to 0, right now it's at 200 because I refilled it, but if you let it go to 0, it'll stop, it'll refill this, but this will stop communicating with the animal, and the animal won't eat from it. But I don't know. Is that the male? Yeah, that's the male. Here's the female. He's already knocked up. So I put her in here along with him, and before you know it, he's already knocked up. And that's another thing. When you go away knowing you got like 6 or 7 pigs that are knocked up, ready to pop anytime now, I mean literally any moment in the day, you know that's the day they're supposed to pop out, and she dies. As pregnant as she is, and she's ready to, give birth, the game still allowed her to die. Like, are you for real? Least she could have done is let her pop out the babies and then die off. No, she died off, and I didn't get the babies. Therefore, that's a waste. That's a waste in all ways. But anyway, yeah, because I spent the what 300 on each pig. Got pregnant and then died before even having the offspring. Kind of annoying. They need to fix a few of the things. I couldn't tell you exactly what's wrong or how to fix it myself, because I have tried. I was hoping, okay, maybe I could figure something out and I could pass them a message, let them know what I found out. Hopefully that could help them to find out what's going on, causing the problem. I've yet to figure it out. Because it's not a proximity thing. Not a, oh, you took off, didn't come back for hours, so therefore now your pigs are... They don't have that in this game. It doesn't work that way. Really would like to save without having to do that. I think the next time I come back, I'll work on putting a small house like right here. it'll be a small house because I don't think it needs to be that big of a house. We have other things that we need to focus on. Animals, barns, being able to do milk, etc. Anyway, so with that being said, like I said before, we're going to go ahead and leave it here, and I will talk to y'all in the next one, and hopefully everybody is doing well. And if you liked what you're seeing, go ahead and hit the like button. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, I'd really appreciate it. It does help the channel to be seen by others. And if you want to be, if speaking about being seen by others, if you are new here and would like to, give me 1 second, y'all. So if, like I was saying, if you're new here, you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you also are new here and liked what you've seen and want to see more, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. It does help the channel to be seen by others and to grow. And we are trying to get up to the 300 mark. That is my dog Penny in the background, if you didn't know. But I do appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.